Hey man, how you doing? So, I got a great story for you. Oh, this isn't that great. It's weird. Oh, look at that. We got it a little bit. That's better. So, yes. Oh man. Has anyone ever or I don't want to say made you feel because I don't think that's the word, but if you have ever clung to a person or feel like you need a person, I think this video may be for you. Now, why do I say that? This past weekend, I had a really intense experience here in New York City where I was walking down the street and I saw one of the most beautiful girls I have ever seen in my life. All right? All right. And, this is kind of embarrassing, but I will try to be vulnerable here and just tell my side and everything that I experienced because I think it was great. But for the past 3 days, I have been feeling like suffering and clinging and creating mental stories about what could have been or what if, Go figure, I'm an actor. Daydreaming, all that thing, all that crafting. Anyways, I'm walking down the street. I see this beautiful girl, and I'm just like saying hi. My conscious mind caught it while I was already saying hi. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I see her. And have you ever had that feeling where you just like click? And before that, I said, no way. I had that sort of experience of really being drawn to someone or attracted to someone. But yeah, I didn't believe. I was like, nah, love at first sight. What do you mean? Nah. Boom, okay, bam, hit me. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's amazing. And so I just started talking because she seemed really friendly and she was great. One of those effortless conversations when you don't really have to be trying too hard or you don't feel like you're watching yourself, because that happens to me a lot of times where I'm like, oh, what should I say next? Is this, or am I saying this? I think meditation has really helped me get rid, or not get rid, but really let all of that just evaporate and dissipate while I focus just being there instead of trying to make things happen, kind of Tao Te Ching kind of style, non-duality. The more I let my attention drift towards the other person and the outside, or I don't like to say outside, but not give my attention to thoughts, because if you have heard about non-duality, if not, have a little reflection here, because I think the way we speak about the world, the language we use, really affects how we shape that. It shapes our beliefs. Our beliefs shape and filter the reality, and therefore the information that we get, and the information that we get, we act accordingly. So yes, what kind of actions do we want to perform? Then we need to clarify our language. So instead of paying attention to the mental chatter, which is just basically conditioning and old patterns that may not be relevant right now, why don't I stay in the present moment and trust that whatever it is that I am is enough? And that was awesome. So the conversation went great. It started flowing. I started asking questions and also trying to convey some of my own stories to this person, and it was great. I had this sort of click, and I just wanted to spend more time with her and chatting about photography. She's a photographer and filmmaking, and I'm like, wow, this is so cool. My heart started beating like crazy, and I couldn't keep it in. I was like, wow, she sees this. She's gonna think I'm like so needy, and that's no bueno. But, I still want to be vulnerable because that's something that I'm practicing, being playful, being vulnerable, and just being myself in whatever situation or context that arises, right? Just making space. So I was just listening, really just being interested and not trying to do too hard, because when you try to do too hard, you just tense up and then everything collapses. So that was great. And then we ended up walking to another neighborhood, taking pictures. If you've ever seen Before Sunrise, that was it. Actually, I made a previous video about 2 days ago that I think I may upload because I was just raw, emotionally feeling everything, and I felt really embarrassed after I published it. But I don't know. I think it's good to show that sometimes. You know, we're human, and we are this amalgam of feelings, thoughts, and we're just trying to improve. So sharing our stories and sharing our path may be useful to others or to ourselves, you know, just to explore our own thoughts. So anyways, we're walking and taking pictures, and I feel like I'm on cloud nine. You know, I feel like I'm Ethan Hawke in Before Sunrise, and I'm like, wow, the movies do happen. This is magic. This is brah. And Bob Dylan comes to mind, and then who else came to mind? Keats comes to mind, and I've got poetry, and I listen to jazz in my head, and then I'm just telling her about all the things that I love, and she knows these things. She knows Tarkovsky because she's from Lithuania. She's from Lithuania. She's telling me all about her childhood and stories about her life, and it's just beautiful to really connect with a human being like that, you know, and open up, because I think, yeah, it's like sharing those stories and listening to someone else. You listen to me, I listen to you, like Ethan Hawke says in his TEDx. That's when the healing happens, or the connection. And I don't know, it felt like this was meant to be. And you know that when something happens. And now I feel doubly conscious about it, because he's like, wow, if she ever sees this video, she's gonna think I'm a dork. But I don't care. Anyway, so that's beautiful. And middle of the day, I'm thinking like, wow, will I see her again? Will this be like a serendipitous encounter where we run into each other 10 years from now, and it's gonna be like, wow, you know, wow. And I'm like living this movie, and I don't know, my head's going brown, and rain's pouring down on my face, and I'm all soaked. And she's wearing a really cute raincoat, or not raincoat, a poncho, you know, and the poncho looks great on her, and she's like being self-conscious about the poncho, and I'm like, that's beautiful. I'm just dancing in the rain in the middle of New York, and, you know, just beautiful. And I'm just laughing over everything. I don't know, because I'm laughing if I'm nervous, or I'm laughing because she's really freaking funny, or I'm laughing because I don't know what to say. Oh, okay, I'm just going on a tangent again now. Anyway, so that's what happens. We visit a lot of spots. We travel around the city, and I have one of the best nights in my life. Literally, it's just walking, talking, sharing stories, and paying attention, and just making space for that human connection, you know? And that's just beautiful. And I had this intent of just like being playful and giving for that week. And then this magic thing happens. It's like, no way. The universe resonates. You flutter your wings, and then it ripples throughout the cosmos. You pull that string, and the universe answers. And yes, and it's beautiful. So that was awesome. And then, for whatever reason, I felt so alive and so amazing. And it was just like a mix of things, of not knowing, and being okay with not knowing can sometimes be really uncomfortable. But I think I'm getting better at it. I'm improving. Anyways, she left the next day, and I just couldn't get her off my mind. You know, those thoughts that, even though that you're there, you pay attention to them, and they just keep coming back with an emotional charge. And I'm thinking about the future and how she's doing, and just thinking about the experience over and over and over and over again. And then I'm questioning whether I did something right or I did something wrong. And then I should have said this, I should have said that. And I just going crazy. And I'm trying to meditate to ease that, and work out and work. And I do it, but still it's coming back. So I started asking questions. Okay, I may be feeling all this shit, all this crap, which is just me, because, I don't know, doubts or insecurities. So at least what can I ask of this? And so I got some conclusions here, which I probably should have given in the beginning. Otherwise, you will not watch this video. I hope the story was good. Anyway, 1, life is magical. Movies, dreams happen. And she said this to me, everything is possible. And I was like, I don't know. You know, I do believe that everything and even more than we dream of is possible. We are so much more than what we believe we can or what we believe we are. So dream big, dream freaking big, and just know that you're enough in the moment, you know? So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh, I wish you could hear this, but that was amazing. Second, be kind to people. We ran into Joe, this older man in the middle of Times Square, and she was using one of those strollers or supportive chairs, and it was amazing because she said, "Look, I think he needs help." And I saw him and immediately ran to help him get this thing down the stairs and escorted him to the train. And then I came back up, and I love this because she asked me, "Do you think you would have done that if you were alone?" And I said, "I think so." And to be honest, I really want to think so because my intention for the week was helping and giving others. But I don't know if I had actually stopped to see or look around, you know, because I could be focused with my ear pods and doing other stuff. So that's the importance of having great people around you that help you see things that you probably wouldn't see by yourself. So she helped me become better in that moment. She helped me step outside and be generous. And I'm so freaking grateful for that. That was lovely. I love that. And yeah, I don't know. I would like to think that I would have done it, but yeah, I probably wouldn't have seen it without her, so that's amazing. Third one, don't take yourself too seriously. I just laughed my ass off in every single moment, and she really helped me to do this because she was doing just goofy stuff, and that helped me to do goofy stuff as well. You know, dance in the middle of the night, and you know, stick a paper to your head. I wrote a poem and gave it to her, and I wrote just like childish stuff, but I didn't know what to write. Okay, but don't take yourself too seriously. And we take ourselves way too serious sometimes. So that's another thing that I loved about it. Fourth, taking risks. And magic happens. And we can trust each other. And trusting others is what makes magic happen. You know? Also, trust your intuition, you know? It's not just like blind trust. But I think like trusting that heart feeling guides us. It guides us. Trusting that, embracing that. Other thing. Oh, she was a photographer. She really taking the time to just admire certain things. We were crossing a street, and there were. We went to the Jewish neighborhood, and there was a Jewish man with one of those really beautiful hats made out of fur, I think, or something. And I told her, "Hey, you should take a picture." And she didn't. And after that, after we were walking, she told me, and that's why when you asked me to take a picture, I said no, because I just wanted to see that moment and capture that moment and be there. And still, so that balance really struck me. She's a photographer and she takes awesome pictures, which showed me other sides of the world that I didn't see. So training our eyes to see beauty in the world, and yet sometimes just experiencing the moment without trying to grasp. Fifth, sorry. Taking risks. She traveled around the States for a week and did all these really amazing things. I think she went to California and then to Vegas and something like that. And drove like 2,000 kilometers and then got lost in New York. So really embracing that adventure. That's where magic can happen. Oh man. And sixth. Oh, I feel so corny saying this, but I think, what do you think? I was starstruck. Oh, and what is this? Is this what I want to confess? Anyways, yes, I think our nature is love. And in that state of bliss and joy, I felt so cheery. I just wanted to hug everybody. I wanted to dance. I wanted to sing. I wanted to dance in the rain. And I just felt like I had this infinite energy flowing through me, and I want to share it with everybody. And if you're into meditation and non-duality, you probably know that that is it. That is it. And I agree. When we're not stuck in all of this ego, self-talk, and desire, chasing the next high. We got it all, man. We got it all. And then the last one, I don't know what number it is, but after all of that, I was clinging. I had such a high of experience that I had never before that I want to experience it again. And of course, she wasn't here, so I was clinging and attaching and saying, well, will I see her again? Oh man, she lives on the other side of the world, and story after story after story. And I think I was just hurting myself. Just, yeah. So, kiss happiness as it says goodbye. We can't hold on to anything, not a person, nor a job, nor nothing. And it may happen, you know. I knew that, but I was still suffering. So intellectually and heart understanding may be different. And we can practice that and letting go and just giving in that moment, and then practicing to come back to the present moment, and also embracing whatever we're feeling in the moment. Of course, don't deny, just feel it through and let it pass. But yeah, the magic of life, the magic and beauty of life, and loving people and sharing and giving and embracing experience. Just amazing. What can I say? It was a great freaking experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. So that's it. That's it. What do you think? It was a good story, right? Yes, I'm really grateful for that. Well, I hope you enjoy the story. And yeah, if you want to chat or get in contact, just let me know. There's my Instagram. My email's back there. Shoot me a message. Let's get in contact. I think you will like this video probably. Bye-bye.